Right now, the world is a global village, and we have this social media now. A lot of these children now, they hardly even watch our local production. What they are exposed to is what is happening in America, in Europe, and all that. So how do we begin to correct that notion now? Because it's a mindset. When they build that mindset from the cradle, it becomes difficult for you to be able to change it. Now, you talked about institution, because a lot of times people said, all the institutions have been destroyed. What we now know is, instead of building institutions, people are building personalities, which is what you talked about. That when that person leaves, then what happens? But when you have institution, then you know that it is enduring. Professor Olaofe, how do we begin to correct all these anomalies in order for us to have a correct the nation that we all dream about?
Well, we always say charity begins at home. Honestly speaking, the national agency, you are really trying your possible best. We are watching the program, because without you, information may not get across, and then people may not even work with what they should do. You see, these days we neglect some things that we're supposed to be very, sensitive with. Like, my son is in the university, is in a higher institution, let me just pamper them. Instead of you telling them the reality. Instead of you to look at them and say that you are not doing the best. For example, in doing this, you cannot just take my car and drive it. You cannot just start driving the car without a licensed driver. But these days, because my father has money, has houses, I can just do anything I like. At the end of the day, some of them, they get injured. So because they did not even plan for what they are doing at that very point in time. If you listen to all the conversations, you realize that our old system of life that make us to think very wisely, that make us to realize that education is the best, that make us to know that you must be very entrepreneurship, that make us to know that you must be self-disciplined, that make us to know that you must be contented with the little God has given to you, is no more there. Once you carry this phone like this, in fact, not only the children, even including the elders, you'll be talking to some people at times, they've carried away with their mobile phone. Until you even touch them that way, please, we are calling you. So you can now see that that discipline is no more there. Social media, for example, a lot of things are happening there that are not even disciplined, whereby some can even talk to governors anyhow, can talk to your imams anyhow, talk to your pastors anyhow, talk to anybody anyhow, because you are not being challenged. Those who are not even masters to preach, you see them preaching. Those who are not authorized to even give lecture, you see them giving lectures. Everybody will just be doing anything they like. There must be rules and regulations that guide all this.